Manifestation, law of attraction, putting it out into the universe, mastering your energy, call it what you want.
Positively or negative, I mean, you attract, not just what you feel, you attract what you feel, what you are, what's on your mind. Yeah.
These words get thrown around a lot, and sometimes they might feel distant or even overhyped. But when you strip away the buzzwords, what you're left with are real, grounded principles. There's a saying that goes, hard work isn't enough.
You gotta believe.
Today, we're peeling back the layers of 7 success stories that may seem like they were simply manifested, but underneath it all, you'll find the choices and actions that shaped those outcomes. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to peep some game. Welcome to Hustlers in the Hood. Number 1, Ashton Sanders. Big situations should make you bigger. A crucial part of believing in yourself is facing big opportunities. When a moment like this comes up, adrenaline kicks in, giving us the energy to either take on the challenge or back away. It's like life saying, do you really believe in yourself? Back it up.
The game won't test you. You gotta be who you are at all times.
It's not about not having fear. It's about facing that fear. Our first instinct as humans is to shrink back, fearing failure or judgment. But you know what? Big moments are meant to make you rise, not fall. That's why you should never let big situations diminish you. 2017, a young, excited, and slightly nervous Ashton Sanders finds himself giving one of the first interviews of his budding acting career at the SAG-AFTRA Awards. Little did he know, his idol, Denzel Washington, would walk right by him. This is what happened.
That was crazy. That was Denzel Washington, yo. Okay, so y'all got all of this on camera, like, that's crazy. 250, I'd take care of all of this for you.
1 year later.
315.
Okay, after school, 315. Deal?
All right. Cash, all right?
Okay, cash.
Don't be checking me, all right?
I'll be checking for you.
All right.
Number 2, Drake. The right circle empowers you. When you want to change your mindset and start believing in yourself, one of the keys is not paying attention to what others think about your goals or dreams. You can't let outside noise get into your head and plant negative thoughts.
Oh, stockbroker.
Yeah.
Not an astronaut?
But what if the environment you're in sees your potential and believes in you? I mean, what if you believe in yourself, and on top of that, you've got a group of friends who also believe you're gonna make it? That's what Drake had from the start. Here's a video of a young Drake with his friends manifesting, if you want to call it that, his future success.
He's gonna sell millions, right?
For
He's
sure.
gonna buy me a house, a Bentley, and a Phantom.
He's gonna all buy you a Bentley? Wow.
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
Then we're gonna come back to Toronto.
Hold on, where you guys gonna be then?
Yo, we're gonna be everywhere. We're not
Okay.
gonna stay in Toronto.
Okay.
This is worldwide. You know what I mean? Places you can't even pronounce.
That's
You
big.
know what I mean? So y'all need to holler at us right now.
Like immediately.
Immediately.
Like immediately.
Like, yo, too late.
That's the power of having a solid crew around you. Number 3, J. Cole. You can't cheat the grind. One of the biggest misconceptions about manifestation is thinking it's some kind of magical science, that by just thinking and visualizing our goals and dreams, they'll magically come true. It's not about wanting something and then having it drop into your lap. Hard work and believing in your craft have to go hand in hand. If you lack one of them, you're missing half the equation. You need both. J. Cole became a master at blending hard work with visualization.
Millions of dollars was on my mind at that time. Even when I had negative money in my account, I saw millions in my future.
Before he became one of the biggest names in hip-hop, he was just another dreamer trying to make it happen. Although he realized early on that talent and belief alone wouldn't cut it. He looked back on his days trying to play basketball, recognizing that he fell short because he wasn't putting in the hours, wasn't out there training like the guys who made it.
I thought about basketball. Why I ain't making it basketball? Because you wasn't working. You thought you'd be outside dribbling the ball, doing something, when really was in the gym with trainers, like putting in work.
You can't cheat the grind, she always knows. That lesson stuck with him, and he vowed not to make the same mistake with his music. He was also actively seeking out opportunities. One rainy night, he took his shot. Cole stood outside Jay-Z's studio for hours, drenched, clutching his demo, and waiting for that one moment. This wasn't just chance, it was preparation meeting opportunity. When Jay-Z finally stepped out, he handed over his demo, and that's where it all began. Number 4, Michael Jackson, The Power of Paper. Up until now, we've seen how speaking or thinking about what you want can pay off, but Michael had a different approach. He knew the power of putting thoughts into writing. Experts say that writing things down sharpens your focus, clears the clutter from your mind, and sets you on a direct path to your goals. It's like giving your dreams a blueprint. Back in 1979, young MJ was on a mission. He wasn't just trying to be good, he was aiming to be the greatest. He wrote a letter to himself, mapping out every step he needed to take to shed the image of the kid from the Jackson 5 and transform into the biggest entertainer the world had ever seen.
MJ will be my new name. No more Michael Jackson. I should be a totally different person. I should be a new, incredible actor, singer, dancer that will shock the world.
And this wasn't just a wish, it was a plan.
I will study and look back on the whole world of entertainment and perfect it. Take it steps further from where the greatest left off.
Michael wrote, "I will be magic. I will be a perfectionist, a researcher, a trainer, a master." He put his vision on paper and then went out and made it real. That letter wasn't just words. It was a promise he made to himself and a blueprint for the relentless work he was ready to put in. Number 5, Muhammad Ali. Say it until you believe it. Long before the concept of manifesting and speaking things into existence was barely known, this guy was already using it.
Let me talk. This boy's modest. I'm the greatest. He's not a talker.
Relentlessly.
Is that because I am the king? I understand you have a queen of England, but you don't have a king.
He just couldn't stop.
Let me see you close your mouth and just keep it closed. You know that's impossible. I'm the greatest. And I'm knocking out all buttons. And if you get too small, I'll knock you out.
We're talking about the young Cassius Clay, better known as Muhammad Ali. Let's face it, at the start, believing in yourself isn't always easy. Doubts creep in, and sometimes the world around you doesn't see your potential. But that's where Muhammad Ali's method comes in. Before he was the greatest, he had to make himself believe it. And how did he do it? Through continuous repetition, saying it over and over until it became his truth. Ali's successful sports career was shaped by the belief he had in himself. Let's focus on the fight that marked his career, where it all began for him. 1964, the heavyweight championship fight against Sonny Liston.
Well, Cassius Marcellus Clay is a great name in Kentucky.
Back then, the young Cassius was seen by the press as a tall and skinny loudmouth who would be demolished by the world champion, the intimidating Sonny Big Bear Liston. Cassius didn't stop ranting in every interview before the fight, saying things like, "I'm the greatest. I cannot be beaten. I will prove that I am great." He even wrote a poem predicting the round he would win.
He will be mine in round 9, and if he makes me sore, I'll cut it to 4.
Thank you very much.
And if that don't do, we'll get him in 2. If he run, we'll get him in 1. And in your heart, you know I'm right.
But literally no one, absolutely no one, believed he had a chance.
Liston will kill him. He'll kill him in the first round. Liston. Second round, Liston. Liston in 4. I predict that tonight somebody will die at ringside from shock.
This is what happened.
I think Tennessee, the splits were knocked down. That's Seattle, effectively.
Now, pay attention to this. Years after the fight, Ali admitted that he had never felt as scared of an opponent as he did of Sonny Liston. One of his most famous quotes is, "I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was." That quote, it's a lesson by itself. Number 6, Alicia Keys. Watch your mouth. In the journey of manifestation and self-belief, there's one critical thing that often gets overlooked. And it's ironic because it's at the core of what manifestation is all about, the power of our words. But wait, I'm talking about each and every word that comes out of our mouths. You see, if speaking positively about yourself sets the right energy, wouldn't it follow that negative talk could hold you back?
You're gonna lay in the bed you make. When you're just living in this cycle of being negative all day, it's gonna return to you in different form than you put it out in.
Even when it's just in jest. It's easy to throw around negative phrases without realizing the impact they have on our mind. Experts have shown that the human subconscious takes in everything without discrimination. It just absorbs it all. Alicia Keys learned this lesson firsthand. Early in her career, Alicia had a habit of downplaying her potential, often saying things like, "Well, with my luck, this will never happen."
I had a certain attitude. I would always be like, well, you know my luck. Well, probably with my luck, we're never gonna,
The producer, Cary Brothers Jr., was the one who called her out on this habit, and when he did, it hit her hard.
So crucial, he said to me, why do you say that? And I was like, what? I mean, it was funny to me. I didn't see the problem. Why do you say that? That's how it's gonna be if that's how you say it's gonna be. And that was so big for me.
She realized that every time she spoke negatively about herself, she was setting limits on her own success.
I never thought about that before. I never thought that the things I was saying just nonchalantly as a joke were actually creating what was gonna happen for me in my life.
Alicia decided to make a change. She stopped using words like if and replaced them with when. That shift in Alicia's approach wasn't just about changing her words, it was about changing her whole energy. It's a reminder that the words we choose aren't just sounds, they're the seeds of our future. What we say shapes who we become. Number 7, Matthew A. Cherry. Believe in your craft. Now let's focus on this guy. You might have heard of him. Matthew A. Cherry is the Oscar-winning filmmaker behind the short film Hair Love. Now, winning an Oscar is impressive, no doubt, but what's even more intriguing is how it all came together. Picture this, a former NFL player with no prior experience in the film industry deciding out of nowhere that he's going to win an Oscar. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what Cherry did. And here's the wild part. In 2012, 8 years before he held that golden statue in his hand, Cherry tweeted, "I'm gonna be nominated for an Oscar one day," already claiming it. In 2016, he had a vision for a short film about a black father learning to style his daughter's hair. No Hollywood connections, no filmmaking background, just a project he believed in. He launched a Kickstarter campaign to fund Hair Love, asking for $75,000 to make it happen. And the response? Overwhelming. The campaign raised more than $280,000, proving that when you stand by your work, others will too. We could keep it simple and say the lesson here is to believe in yourself. But let's dig a little deeper. It isn't just about self-confidence. It's about putting your belief into what you create. You see, sometimes we're our own worst critics. We get so caught up in being perfectionists that it becomes an excuse to doubt our work, to keep tweaking and refining until we're almost afraid to share it with the world. Matthew understood that having faith in your talents is one thing, but standing behind your work takes it to another level. It's the belief in your work that gives it life.
And the Oscar goes to Hair Love, Matthew A. Cherry.
In 2020, Hair Love won the Oscar for Best Animated Short Film. It was a moment that validated Cherry's belief, not just in himself, but in the power of his project. It proved that when you stand firm in your vision, no matter where you start, you can take it all the way to the top. So, remember, When life presents a big moment, embrace it and let it push you to new heights. Keep the right people around you while you balance your belief with hard work, and you write down your goals to keep them close, so even in tough times, you can keep speaking positivity, because words shape your reality. And when you create something, stand behind it fully, because that's where the magic happens. Thanks for rolling with us here at Hustlers in the Hood. Peace out.